Hi everybody. Hi everybody. I'm Nori. I'm from the Rooster Ladies Library and I'm coming to you live from my kitchen table. It's another beautiful sunny day and I'm doing another great fun craft today. Um, I'm doing these craft videos every Friday at 10:30 while the library is closed. And I'm doing story time videos every Wednesday at 10:30. But today it's about crafts. And it's a really, really fun one today. Today we're going to be painting, and I'm going to show you what we're doing. Um, we're going to be painting these really fun spring cherry blossom trees today. You want to look at it sideways or up and down, vertical, whatever. Um, and pretty much all you need today is paper, paint, markers, and the cool thing I did with this craft today is instead of using a paintbrush, I made it a little more fun for kids by using cotton balls and clothing pins. So instead of paintbrushes, we're going to be painting with this instead. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to clip this cotton ball. And what we're going to do is we're going to dip these cotton balls in the paint and dab and make these sort of smushed dot paintings for the cherry blossom leaves on the trees. I'll zoom in so you can sort of see what I mean, what those cotton balls make. And it's just a fun, easy painting activity you can do at home. So I'm going to get set up for that. I'm going to show you. I'm going to zoom in and bring my camera down a little. I'm doing it on some paper towels. I did it on two different color papers just to see what it would look like. This one I did on white paper that I colored with some blue crayon, and this one I just did on blue construction paper. I kind of like the blue construction paper better, so I'm going to do that again this time. I'm going to put this aside and take out some more blue. I got white, I got blue, I got all sorts of supplies here. Blue paper. And what I do with paint to try to keep it a little less messy is I use a paper plate. We're very not paper plate family in my house. I took this from the library. And this is the second paper plate I've used in all my crafts. I'm so proud of myself. I was reusing the same one for I think 10 weeks. I think this is maybe my 11th video, 10th video, I don't know. But anyway, this is only my second paper plate, so I'm very proud of myself. Anyway, I'm going to put my paint on here just to be a little less messy. Maybe I can tilt this a little better. There we go. And I have 3 different color paints I'm going to use. I realize not everyone probably has multiple pinks at home, but you can always mix red and white together to make pink. And the more white you use, the lighter your shade of pink will be. But I'm a very crafty person and have multiple shades of pink. And I'm just going to pour some different globs of pink. That's probably way too much on my plate. And show you what I'm going to do. And then I have like a magenta sort of pink. Yeah, it's like way too much. That's okay. And then the white tends to be really runny. So I'm going to shake it. And I'm using acrylics, but if you've got lots of kids at home and you don't want to use acrylics, that's totally fine. This activity works, it's so runny. It works with washable paints too, or finger paints. Um, any kind of paint will do. So anyway, I have my three paints on the paper plate, and it's not leaking through. It's just on one thin plate. I'm going to put it on the side here. And the other thing I'm using instead of paintbrushes are these cotton balls that I'm connecting to clothespins. And we're going to need three different ones. So I'm going to have three cotton balls and three clothing pins. So I've got three. And I'm going to set all that aside. We don't need the paint anymore. Hopefully I won't knock it off the table. Alright, I'm going to put this up. Oh, there's my face. Okay, I'm going to put this over to the side. I'm going to take my paper, and actually I made this part of my tree, the bark or this part, I just drew with a marker. I didn't paint it. I did this one with black. I did this one with brown. You could use black, brown, whatever you want, or you could paint it. I just thought marker would be better because you wouldn't have to wait for it to dry to get to the fun paint part. So I'm going to do marker again. I think I'm going to use brown. I like the way the brown showed up, and I haven't seen it on the blue paper yet. So I'm going to move this down again. Oops. Try not to knock off my computer. And you can make your tree sort of fluidy and round like this one, or more straight like this. It's up to you. I don't know, I think I'm going to go for like the diagonal tree again. Let's see what happens. I'll go from here. And again, I'm just doing this step with marker. I'm going to make it. And I guess it's not really like the whole tree. It's sort of more like the branch of a cherry blossom tree. And the cool thing I like about this activity is it's really seasonal. I'm doing this one, I guess it's really the end of spring, but you can kind of do it all seasons. I mean, you could do one in the summer and do with different shades of green for summer trees, and you could do reds and orange and yellow paints for the fall. Thinking for winter, maybe you could just do like a tree with no leaves and maybe some white for snow. And then you could show all the different seasons. Anyway, I'm coloring in my tree branch here. And you don't have to do little parts of branches, but I like having little branches coming out of my tree too. But I mean, you can make your branch look however you want to. I'm gonna maybe have like a thing come out here, like here. So I can take up more of the page. Maybe on this side too. And you can use brown, black, and actually you don't even have to use like the typical tree colors. You can do a rainbow tree if you really wanted. I might even just leave it at that. I don't make this longer. There. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I think that's the branch of my tree. And now it's the fun part. It's the painting or the dabbing. All right, so I'm going to put this back down. Oh, you can see it better. Okay. I'm going to grab my the paint plate that I made before. And I have 2 shades of pink and white. And again, if you don't have pink at home, you can just mix red and white to get pink. Good way to teach the color wheel. And I made paintbrushes with clothing pins and cotton balls. Hopefully you have this at home. Though I do realize if you don't have clothing pins, I guess not a lot of people have clothing lines anymore. We all have dryers. You know what else would work for clothing pins? Chip clips. If you have chip clips in your kitchen drawer, those can clip onto these cotton balls too. Or you can even just use Q-tips. They'll just work as little tinier versions of this, though they're harder for little hands to hold than these bigger clips would be. Okay, so I'm just gonna get started. I think like on my first tree I started with white and then I got darker. But I think this way I'm gonna go opposite and see what happens. I'm gonna start dark and then end with white. So I'm gonna go with my darkest pink. Here, maybe I'll put that in the, you can see it. So I'm gonna start with that sort of like dark magenta pink. And I'm not gonna like cover my cotton swab in it. I'm just gonna dab it, so you see? And then I'm gonna dab wherever I want the dark pink to go on my tree. I'm just gonna go like this. You see what I'm doing? It's kind of fun. It's like dab, dab, dab. And you don't have to keep reapplying paint. You can keep using this. I actually kind of like the way it looks when it's running low on paint. It gives that sort of dot dab effect even better when it's not fully coated in paint. I just think it looks really cool. And that's sort of my first layer. I'm gonna keep going. I might do a little bit more of that dark though before I move on to another color. Dab, 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 dab. Anyway, this is just a really simple, easy way to paint with kids, and it's fun because you get to dab or smush or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, I think I'm done with this shade of pink, and I'm going to move on. I'm going to put this cotton ball paintbrush or whatever you want to call it aside, and I'm going to move over to my next shade of pink with a fresh cotton ball. Again, I'm not going to fully coat it just because I kind of like the way it looks when it's not fully coated. And I'm just going to start dabbing. And I'm going to go on top of the other pink and around and see what it looks like when I mix colors and see what it looks like away from the color when it mixes. See. When it blends. That's what I got so far. I'm going to reapply some more paint. Just keep dabbing. And again, you or your kids, you can apply as much or as little paint as you want to your tree. Or if you even don't want to use pink and white and want to skip right to summer because you're ready for summertime, you could do this with greens or whatever colors you have at home. I think I'm in a pink mood though. I'm in a pink shirt and I have pink nail polish, so I'm still stuck in spring, I guess. All right, so I'm gonna put my other pink cotton ball aside. This is what I got so far. And I'm gonna add some white to my tree with my empty cotton ball brush. I'm gonna put some white on it. White's a little runny. Anyway, I don't know if you'll be able to see because it's white, but I got some white on there. I'm gonna dab it. I think I'm probably going to put some more pink on top of the white because I don't want a ton of white on my tree. It's almost too much, I think, for me. That's what I have so far. That's what I got. But yeah, I'm going to add more pink because I feel like I have too much white. I want more pink. I think I'm going to go back to my dark pink. I'm going to add some more of that. As I don't want it to look like snow. I want it to look more like cherry blossoms. Dab on top of the white. There we go. That looks good. Blending with the brown marker, interesting too. But I didn't do that with the black marker. And then I think I'm not quite there. I think I want to add some more of that middle pink too. All right. There we go. Hi. Like you haven't seen my face in a bit. Anyway, I think I made my next cherry blossom tree. And there you go. Got a dabbed, painted cherry blossom tree. And that's it. I mean, this one was really simple. And you could do it at home. All you really need is paint, cotton balls, clothing line pins, and markers. And again, you don't really even need construction paper. I did my first one actually with white computer paper and crayons in the background to make it look blue. But you can actually do it on a white background. I just think it looks cool on, this was my second one, on a blue background. It just like stands out more. This one I did with black marker. And weirdly, it didn't blend. Like the brown marker, the paint sort of blends with it. It's like a learning chemistry experiment as I go. None of the acrylic paint went through the paper. Oh, maybe it did a little on this one. So I do recommend doing it on paper towels on your table. Though you could do it with washable paint too. Or do it outside. Anyway, that was just a really simple, easy craft you can do at home. It was maybe my quickest craft video. I might even make another one because I have all this paint left out. But anyway, that's my craft for today. I hope you made something beautiful. I might do another one toward the end of summer that we could do with green colors to hang next to our spring trees, and then one in the fall. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the craft today, and I hope you get outside and enjoy the beautiful spring weather. And I miss you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day.